They say, be wary of the dangers lurking by the riverbanks, but that's when you're on land. What about when you're beneath the waters? What about when every other Deinosuchus wants to make you their next meal? At least as an adult, you weren't first choice, but when you're small and defenseless, then what? Are you just waiting around, hoping, praying you aren't someone's next meal? We start at the centre, a bold choice, as it's a hotspot for bigger, badder crops, but also brings a lot of food, and that's what I was after. Always checking my surroundings, as letting your guard down for even a second can get you killed. I kept my distance from the bigger crocs and made sure to stay out of their way. But then I spotted something big coming my way, so I thought it best to hide and see what passes by. A fully grown Deinosuchus. I would aspire to grow like this one, but with my size, a little nibble was all it took. Once he passed, I ventured on and found what was for now a friendly group of dinos. One of the adults even agreed to group with me. This would be hugely beneficial, as now my life was a bit safer. The other small dino was being rather annoying, so the adults ruthlessly disciplined him. And in doing so, they provided me with the much needed food, as I was slowly starving. And after devouring her organs, we decided to leave the centre. We made our way south, away from the dangers that the centre would bring. Our curiosity overcame us as we scaled the side of a waterfall, not knowing what was above, but wanting to find out. Reaching the top of the waterfall, we found a new river system, and it wasn't long before we were on the hunt. As we reached the surface, a pair of tennos were drinking. The hunt was on. Oh wow. I got the other one. Nice. That was good. That was perfect, because that one was too big for me. Perfect for him. And this one, I wasn't sure if it was too big, but worked out just fine. What? I'm pretty sure I just ate a heart. Where's my S buff? Success. We had both caught ourselves a meal, shortly after reaching what would now be my new favourite spot to hide and grow. But we were soon challenged, and even though I wasn't even a juvenile yet, I wasn't about to sit back and just spectate. That's right, you just witnessed a hatchling dino take down an adult Serra, albeit not purely by myself, and even my compadre had no faith. After a hard-fought battle, we ate our fill and were joined by another adult dino, who just witnessed what had happened, and with that, he kept his distance from me, in fear of his life. With me as their protection, we patrolled the South Rivers, hunting fish and whatever else we could find to help our diets. We eventually made our way to the centre, and I was close to having the much needed perfect diet, when I was informed of a massive battle that had not long passed between dinos and stegs, so I went to go and investigate. So apparently this guy and a load of his buddies killed a load of dinos, so we're just gonna tease him a little bit. A mass grave of adult dinos, courtesy of the stegs. But this would not only reduce the risk of me being someone's meal, but also provide me with the nutrients to finally get my perfect diet. As if killing half a dozen wasn't enough, they still are bloodthirsty. I'd had a slow growth rate for most of the day, so I logged for now and returned later. I returned, but now had to be cautious. The friendly adults weren't around anymore, and the next one I run into could look to make me their next meal. I think we'll head south, and in doing that, I'm hoping we can find some smaller crocs to maybe eat, if need be. I made my way south and back up the waterfall to my favourite spot to continue growing with my perfect diet. a good spot. I was now a sub-adult. Now, there were one or two other crocs in this area, but they were smaller than me and posed little threat, so I continued basking in the sun, patrolling the waters and hunting whatever ill-fated dinos came to quench their thirst. A Carno was first to feel the power of these mighty jaws. I grabbed the poor fella's body and shook the organs out so that the smaller crocs could help themselves to the spoils. I was feeling good. I would soon be an adult Deinosuchus, and with no threat in sight, we carried on growing and hunting along the south banks. Not every hunt can be a success, as I didn't have enough stamina to drown the Carno, and it managed to make its escape. My diets were close to empty, so I invited the other dinos to join me down the waterfall to hunt whatever we could find to boost our diets. It had been a long and action-packed life, but I hadn't got my perfect diet back yet. But I was now an adult. I even took a little hatchling called MK under my wing and helped him get his diet. I took him up the waterfall to my growth spot and let the others know not to eat my new disciple. We all got on along well, and a while later I suggested we travel to the centre, but these once called allies decided to not only chicken out, but also kill my disciple. I wasn't happy with this, but there was little I could do. In a 2v1, I would take one with me, but at what cost? So, I left.
That sucks. I wish they hadn't killed that little guy.
Don't die.
If it was just one of them, I would have killed him for that. but if I fight both of them, I'm going to lose. They may be smaller than me, but they're not that much smaller.
It was clear to me the fellow adult dinos were too cowardly to venture anywhere near the centre. But I wasn't, and made my way there. Little MK had found his way back to me, so after helping him get his diets, the hatchling joined me on our journey to the centre. On our way there, the sun rose over the horizon, and we would soon reach 100% growth. Even though another adult dino could make me their next meal at any time, I was rather relaxed, basking on the banks, soaking in the sun rays. But I was getting hungry, and so was little MK, and I'd spotted a much smaller dino in land that would make for the perfect meal. So the hunt began. I played it cool and didn't rush my kill. Dinner was served. But even though fellow dinos are on your diet, I had to be careful, for if any other adults witnessed the cannibalism, they may decide to try and end my life.
There we go, and we're back. Right, you do some intestines, and then that's me. Full buff.
And as I spotted the albino behind us, inland, as he made his way here, I returned back to the river to avoid confrontation. There were some big gators in these waters now. As I cautiously swam around, keeping my distance, these two turned to me, and it looked like I was about to enter a fight for my life.
Oh, they're fighting. I'm gonna kill the winner. No, he's dead. I don't think so, bud.
This guy should have been more aware of his surroundings before deciding to attack. And with these two large bodies of food, I retrieved organs and created a sort of an oasis for smaller crocs to relax and eat and gain their perfect diet. The oasis was teeming with all kinds of life, as herbies and flies came from all over and soon after, we had completed our mission. We were the apex of the rivers. As I rested, minding my own business, the Tennos were fighting the hatchlings, and I'd had enough of their behaviour and had to remind them of the Isle's hierarchy. The fighting soon stopped, and the hatchlings ate their attacker. But as for me, well, my mission was complete, and had left the other dinos with plenty of food. So, as the sun set and the night came, I went into the jungle, where I would take my leave. It was a long journey, but a fun one at that. But for now, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.